Hey YouTube, Scarecrow Guys are here. Probably should have done this like a week ago, but I'm pretty busy. So getting to it now. Uh, this will be my deck profile of the deck I played a week ago at the Chicago Regionals for 2016, where for the fourth year in a row I went X-1 and got 10th, just like last year where I got 9th. And the year before that I went 7-1 and I made top 8, and the year before that I went 6-1 and got 10th. So 3 out of 4 times now I've gone X-1, and only one of those 4 times have I topped. But needless to say, that's still a very good record. Really tired of not topping and doing so well, but whatever. I still appreciate the fact that I can boast like an amazing record. Very few, if like anyone, can actually say that they're that consistent of a player. But so this is the deck I played. I played the Wiseman Fenrir loop. So I went 6-1. My only loss was in the 6th round to 7Seas Rush, because that's like my worst matchup. It was a really close game. I almost had him on my turn, and then it got to his turn. I was at 4. He swung with Vanguard. He got the crit. My first damage check was a heal that didn't go off, and then my second one was not a heal. So it's whatever. I got critted. It happens. It was through my worst matchup. He complimented me when the game was over, saying that he played some other Genesis players during the day, and really no one he played against all day like knew how to play against his deck as well. But he said I did very well, so that was very nice to get a compliment out of it. But he made top 8. He was one of the 3 7Seas players who did. He lost in top 8 though to Sanctuary Guard, because that's a really bad matchup, if not the worst matchup I would probably guess for like that deck. But so for my matchups, I played against Mega Colony, Link Joker, Dimension Police, Dark Irregulars, Gear Chronicle, 7Seas, and another Grand Blue. The last round, actually, the second Grand Blue player I played was playing Night Rose. And if you think Night Rose is just like, ooh, I can set up the combo and just stop the Wiseman loop, you have no idea what you're talking about. I don't give a fuck that I'm playing against Night Rose when I'm playing this deck. I can just easily have like 2 Wisemans, or have 1, and then you kill it, and then I'll Soul Blast another one and call it. I don't need the infinite power per se, but whatever. I thought it was whatever. He played very well though. He wasn't a bad player or whatever, and it wasn't necessarily an easy match. Actually, the hardest part of playing this deck in the tournament was that I had only 25 minutes to play, and I couldn't always be in control of how fast the game was going, and it was difficult to play a deck like this and finish like on time. Like in my very last match, I think I had 2 minutes left when I started the loop to try and end the game, which I ended at that turn, and like as soon as we signed the match slip, the timer went off. But alright, so let's get into it. It shouldn't be too different from the last time you guys saw it. My starter is Fetter of Leather. This card is really good. Much better than the other starter. I don't know why you wouldn't play this one. For my trigger lineup, I decided to go with 5 crits and 7 stands. The reason I decided this is crits don't really matter very much in this deck. Like 80% of the time you win your game because of the Wiseman combo. It's not because you're getting crits or whatever. You're just making like a card that can't be stopped. It doesn't need crits to win or whatever. So in that case, I didn't feel like I needed to run as many crits for the sake of like what they do. I thought it would be more valuable to me to run additional Dreaming Dragon so that I can more consistently have him, so I don't deck out and be more prepared for situations. Like, to me, the triggers in my deck didn't matter as much as being able to set my combos and not die, so I went with the 7 stands, 5 crits. I didn't have even 1 second where I regretted doing it. It worked out fantastic. And my last trigger was obviously 4 heals. For my grade 1 lineup, I played 2 Witch of Oranges, 4 Skells, 4 Shackles. This card is broken. Even like if you messed with like the other cards, this card is still busted. And 4 Perfect Guards that unflip because you do Counterblast a lot. For the grade 2s, 4 Witch of Grapes. I played 1 Glyphnir. I kind of would have wanted to play more. He's kind of helpful to utilize on like your first stride and stuff because he soul charges 3 and lets you draw. So that's actually almost feels like you're drawing 4 because the cards in your soul, you have access to them very easily, and it sets you up for the loop and stuff. So it's just, he gives you so many resources. But if Link Joker wasn't a thing, I probably would have played 3. But instead, because Link Joker is a thing, I played 2 of the Cray Elemental. In this deck, you can very easily have access to him. If you draw him or soul charge him, you can just soul blast him, then call him out with Fenrir, and then unlock your stuff. And even without this card, I usually beat Link Joker when I play against it. But having this card just was like to be like a little extra guarantee. So, but I only played against like 1, and it didn't even matter. I beat him when I was at 2 damage with whatever. And then my last grade 2, probably the best grade 2 in the deck, Flying Lapwing. Basically for free, soul charge 3, draw a card. That's pretty amazing. That's so much resources for free. He's 8k, but who cares? Free cards. That's it for the 2s. For my grade 3s, they should be fairly obvious. 4 Fenrir. And 4 Wise Man. Yep. I think most people, well, I would think most people know this combo now, but like what I found strange is that almost everyone I played against, and most people, like even friends I talked to, like in between rounds, most people said they don't know the deck very well. They know of it, but they never they don't understand how it works or have even seen it in action. The Gear Chronicle player I played, he didn't have any idea what was going on. He was at 3 damage and he died that turn. He's completely helpless. The Dark Irregular guy I played against, he managed to block one of my Wiseman attacks because he was using the Blade Wing guy who says your shields get +10 and he quintet walled, and I was like, oh, that's a cool combo. You blocked Fenrir or 1 Wiseman attack out of like 20, but he was a good player. I'm not like trying to talk down about him. He played very well, but it was kind of cool to see him actually block one of them. But yeah, this deck is pretty unfair. This deck definitely, Bushiroad needs to do something about it. For the G-Zone, I ran 1 tier. I don't think I made some choices that are a little bit different from most people, but for like him, well, just in this deck in general, I played a lot of 1-ofs in my G-Zone because a lot of them like this, I didn't think I would ever really need more than once a game. I was more considerate of, instead of getting irregular games and having to go a long game, I was just concerned about getting the loop and making it consistent. So I play a lot of 1-ofs, cards that I would need like once, but probably never again, just so I could have more diversity and cover all my bases. So I played just 1 of him, always the first stride. One Doombrace that I never use, but he's there. He's kind of good against Link Joker. For Vanagar, 2 Fenrir, 1 Seabreeze. The Seabreeze helped a lot. I used it several times. 1 Blizza for matchups like Link Joker and stuff. This card can be extremely helpful because it's so big. Typically, against matches like Link Joker, you can lure out their perfect guards with scary moves like Vanagar and stuff, and they'll perfect guard it. And then if you bring out the Blizza, they've used up their perfect guards on things like Vanagar that they were scared of you critting them and things, and then this thing comes out and they just can't stop it. I ran 6 G Guardians, 3 Iris because she's busted. This card is so ridiculously good. One of the best G Guards in the game. I went in 1 Battle Dome Maiden just because she would be a big shield. I used her once. She's not useful a ton, but I just wanted to have her because she's an easy 25 shield. 1 Dismal. Didn't really use this, but the idea behind it is that if I'm playing against people who have a Wise Man out and they really want to kill it, I can protect it. And then 1 Screw for just versatility in case like I don't have everything just the way I want it. You guys probably hear my 2-month-old daughter crying in the background. But it's the end of the video anyways. Thank you guys for watching it. Give me guys a thumbs up for I didn't top, but I still feel like I accomplished like a big milestone. I'm very proud of the fact that I was able to get the 4 X1s in a row. Thank you guys for watching.